Man, straight. Now raise the bus, makes the bus, makes me beat. You mean not nice, nice beat. Tell me if that's right, right. But man, straight. Now raise the bus, makes me beat. You mean not nice beat. Tell me that's
Happening, y'all? It's your boy Chief. If you're new to my channel, go ahead and subscribe. Click the bell for any notifications. And what we're gonna do now is we're gonna go ahead and get started. Now, in this video, I'd like to take some time to break down some things that are separating us as individuals, especially the power of context. I should say, not words per se, but the power of context. The power of context has a big impact on our daily living and well-being. Why? Because there's this talk about how words being spells and things of that nature. Well, I can still would agree. Why is that? Because a lot of words, that we use nowadays derive from different languages. Some words derive from the same word in the same language and have the same meaning. Sometimes spelled differently and have the same meaning. Some words are even and when I'm talking about derived from old languages, I mean like past languages like Proto-Germanic, Proto-European, or Proto-Indo, Proto-European. Um, what else? You got uh, Old English, Middle English, and English, and sometimes it's called Late English. Different forms of a language in particularly. There's different forms of our language that we speak today that are supposedly dead now because I guess times have changed, things have changed, people find a lot of shortcuts in life, and they find their own little ways to do things. So there's really no correct or incorrect way of saying words because none of this is our language. And me, honestly, I'm gonna try not to badger people so much that get things incorrect. But it's just that nowadays, you got the whole point of communication is to make sense. And if I'm not making sense at any point in time in this video, I totally understand. You know what I'm saying? I'll work on it. But like I was saying, without being too long-winded, the first thing I want to do is I want to alleviate the pressure between so-called white people and so-called black people. Let me tell you why we so stupid. One, we're stupid because we sitting up here getting upset and arguing about something that means the same thing. Bear with me, don't lose me. This is going to be shocking to me. It's going to be shocking to you too, for those of you who don't know about it. A lot of us think that, okay, let me say this first. I understand that the English language can be a very confusing language. I totally understand that. But Spanish is a very confusing language too. You want to know how? Okay, I'll tell you how. Okay, check this out, right? They call me black, so-called. Somebody who's dark like me. Anybody who has a hue from light skin to dark skin is considered black, pretty much, right? We're considered black. That's our race. Anybody that's anybody that has many shades of melanin in their skin tone. And when I say melanin, I mean skin tone. That's what I mean. I'm not talking about some kind of cosmic space dark matter or whatever the case may be, some energy or whatever. I'm not talking about that. I'm just talking about skin tone. That's all I'm talking about here when I say melanin. So people who are black, right? Dig this. We're going to look up the word black. We're going to go all the way back to its first origin. That's what we're going to do. This is what you got to do. When you do an etymology, you got to break it down. You got to break it down from its greats. This is how you got to do it. So we're going to take the word black, which is an English word, right? We're going to take black. Let me see here. Black. Okay, and we're gonna start from the top. The Proto-Indo-European word for black is blagos. I'm gonna show you right here. Blagos. It's probably backwards or whatever, but if you can just, spell it yourself and decode it yourself, you can see what I'm saying. But it says blagos. After that, in English, is the word black. Black meaning absorbing all light and reflecting none. And it also says and other words that go with black, like blackboard, blacksmith, blackwood, and black. Okay. So now Proto-Indo-European also here this is how you transliterate it. It's transliterated to blagos. That's how it is. So it's like blagos. Right? That's it right there. Next one. As you can see right there where my middle finger is, blagos. And then there's Middle English. In Middle English, it was changed to Blake. And Blake is a name nowadays. Nowadays, we look at Blake as a white person's name, right? But wait till you hear about the color white. That's the funny thing. Wait till you hear about the color white. So Blake, right? Blake says Blake is an alternative form of black, which is Middle English. That's when they added the E. They added the E because at the time, before they added the E, there was a C. And then they dropped the C and added the E. So now you got Blake, which still means the same thing, black. Okay? And in the Old English, it became block, as in B-L-I-C, block. That's what it became in Old English. Now, as you can see here, black in Middle English, black, there was no C. It was B-A-L-K, black. That's Middle English. And they did that. Of course, as you can see, they did that in order to distinguish Blake from black, which it means the same thing, but Blake is more like the result of what it is. Black. Blake is the result. Black. Now, this is going to be a killer. Proto-Germanic. Blakaz. Blakaz. This is probably why a lot of us say black ass. Like, shut your black ass up. You know what I'm saying? This is probably why a lot of us say that. And we don't even realize it, because at the end of the day, English is kind of mixed with German too, because it was a European language. And that's why sometimes when we speak to people, like, if we, you know how you have other languages that can speak, that they're like the same language, but they're like sub languages of each other, and they can kind of understand each other. Well, German and English is kind of like a sub language of each other. They can kind of understand each other. Some of the words can be understood if we're speaking to them, and if we could catch the context. If we could catch the contents of the word and what they're talking about, if we could catch the contents of the word, we could catch at least one or two words, then we'll know what they're talking about. But other than that, if you don't speak German, it's going to be very hard to understand what they're saying. If you don't speak English, it's really going to be hard to understand what they're saying. Because English and German, they kind of go hand in hand whether you realize it or not. Like if somebody comes up to you and says, good morning, in English, but in German they say Guten Morgen, you should automatically know that means it's good morning. But not to get off topic, okay, now in Old English, when they were trying to see, like I said, context, see, it depends on the context. When they were describing ink on paper, they described it as Blaik. Blaik is ink. It's Middle English. And as you can see here,
black.
As you can see here, it's Old English. But in Old English, all they did was take that EA, whatever, that AE letter. They changed the A to they changed the A. They dropped that E and they added a C. Now from Proto-Germanic, blockers. Remember what I said earlier? Blockers. All right? You got that, right? Stick with that. Remember that. Remember blockers. Remember blockers, okay? And I want you to remember also remember the word blank. Blank comes from black too. But we're going to get to that. We're going to get to that right now. We're going to get to that ASAP. We're going to get to that as soon as possible. Okay, from Old Norse is block here. But that's not important. Well, it's kind of important because block here means black. But guess what? It means block here, right? Which comes from Proto-Germanic, black eyes, right? And black eyes, which refers to black, okay? Now, black here, right? It means pale and whitish. That's what it means. That's what black here means. Pale and whitish. That's what it means. So black means white. You getting where I'm coming from. You getting where I'm going, right? It sounds like you're saying black means white, and this is an Old Norse meaning. Okay, so now, and what stems from there, what stems for because the word black also stems from Old Norse, which is blekir. Blekir means pale and whitish. Black absorbing all light and reflecting none. Absorbing all light and reflecting none. Come on, let me go into that. Proto-Germanic. Black eyes. Black eyes. Pale and white. Black eyes. Pale and white. Right? Oh, there it is again. Blag. There's the word blag. And now the meaning switches again. It goes to burnt and shine. And what does something white do? Shine, right? Something white shines. So we call it. Now watch this. Proto-Indo-European. Blag. Right? Now let's get to it. To shine. Blag means to shine. White, to shine, burn, or scorch. That's what blag means. Blag is like saying black. Okay. Now, blag turns into English black. Black, absorbing all light. And blank, white or pale without color, free from writing. Okay, so guess what? So guess what we have here? So now when you look up the definition of the word black, right? The definition of the word black means, I'm not going to give a perfect definition, but black means the absence of color. The etymology here says absorbing all light and reflecting none. Dark and void. Okay, now, blank, white or pale, without color. The same thing as black. Is no color. It's the same exact thing. Do you hear what I'm saying? Black and blank is the same color. All right? Now, how else do we know what blank is? Okay? How else do we know that blank means white? See, blank don't usually represent the color. It can represent the color, but it doesn't usually represent the color. Blank usually represents nothing. The same as black. It represents nothing. So think about the words that think about the words that we're saying and that we're chanting. Think about the words we're saying and that we're chanting when we are outside marching and things of that nature. Really think about that. Think of the power that these words, and think of the effect that they actually have on us when we say these certain words. Blag, Proto-Indo-European, means to shine, white, to shine, burn, scorch. It sounds just like black. It sounds just like black. So blag is to shine, and blag is to scorch, and blag is to burn. It has three different meanings, and out of these three different meanings, there's four different words that stem from it that we use today: black, blank, white, and blanco. Why is this important? Remember I told you that blank isn't always described as a color, but the word blanco derives from the word blank. Let's look up blank. Let's look up blanco. We're going to take blank and add a O, right? And if you look it up in French, it means the same thing. All right. Now, blanco, Espanol, Spanish, Castellano, whatever we want to call it. White, argent, target. You see that? And what's white? White is something that shines. White is something that shines. So blanco, so ultimately from Proto-Indo-European, blancas. White, bright, blinding. From Proto-Indo-European, blag. You see it right there. Blag. Blag. You see it. You see it. We using two words. Look this up yourself. Y'all, I ain't gotta say nothing. Look this up yourself. Blag and black and white is the same exact word. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. So ultimately, so it says from Proto-Indo-European blag to shine through, a late Latin, Vulgar Latin blancus, found as early as the Cantor de Mio Kid. Excuse me for butchering that. Compare Old High German blank or blank, shining, bright, white. German blank, Old English blank, white, gray, blanca, white, steed, cognate with English blank, Dutch blank, etc. So you heard it. You heard it. It's time to stop the BS. It's time to stop fighting about colors. It's time to, because to be honest, colors is just that. Colors is an identity which they use colors to identify people, but it's failing. It's failing. It's not doing too well. It's not. It's not doing too well. You name people the same exact fucking color, and you put a spell on them, and with this spell, it has people fighting over who's the best. When in all reality, we may not look the same. We may have the same guts and we don't look the same. That's understandable. But our skin has been used as a weapon. Period. And if y'all can't see that, I don't know what to tell y'all. However, I'm not playing with everything when it comes down to who we are and where we came from and all that type of stuff. But all I got to say is I'm not black. I'm not black. I'm dark skinned. I have a dark hue, but I'm not black. We gotta stop using these words, man, because they real dangerous, and it's dangerous for the white people too, because y'all not white. You know what I'm saying? And we got people talking about, oh well, you're not we're not black, we're white. They're the ones black. Well, black and white is the same color. Black and white is the exact same color. Well, it may not be. No, I take that back. It may not be the same color because the appearance is absolutely not the same. But the only thing I can say that's the same about the appearance is that you're not getting nothing from it. You're not getting nothing. Black, you have no color. White, you have no color. It's all the same thing. You heard it. I just went over the etymology. I just went over it with you. There's no need for us to be going crazy and all that for no reason. There's no need for us to be doing that. See, if we just read, which I'm gonna keep it real with you. I don't like to read. I know how to read. I may not be able to read that fast or that well, but I know how to read. I just don't like to. I can't stand having to read. See, so-called black folks don't like to read. They know how, but they don't like to. A lot of them just can't really read. But I said that because I said that to say this. We gotta stay on top of everything. We gotta do things we don't want to do. If we don't want to read something, you know what I'm saying, we should just read it anyway so we can know. You don't have to be. I don't think we have to necessarily be interested in things just to learn about it. We just learn about it and be open about it. Don't mean we gotta dabble into it. But you know, I just thought I'd throw that out there, you know, food for thought, you know, in that situation, because the question is now, what is we gonna do? How much longer are we gonna continue to? Got a freaking scam artist calling me. How much longer are we gonna continue to sabotage each other? We gotta come to a realization as soon as we possibly can. Because these words, these spells, and these words have been doing a lot to us. You know what I'm saying? And just for a bonus, right? Just for a bonus, this is a theory. It's just a thought. It's just an analysis. Okay? The Cherokee word for black is gunnige. That's gu-ni-ge. Gunnige. Gunnige means black. Now, you think it's no wonder why they call us niggas? You think it's no wonder why they call us niggas? You ever thought about that? Because at one point in time, we did share our language with them. All Native American tribes share their language with the settlers. That's what I'm going to call them. I'm going to call them settlers. Colonists. That's what we're going to call them. Because YouTube got a problem with hate. Although hate has been committed in order to get to where things have needed to be today. Anyway, but we ain't going to talk about that right now. That's a whole nother topic for a different day. Maybe we could talk about that when censorship has been lifted. You know what I'm saying? It's not something that we like, but it is what it is. It's cause when the truth is coming out, when people starting to wake up more and more each and every day, and the truth is coming out, they don't want a lot of people to hear it. They don't want the young generation to hear what's going on. Sorry, y'all. They don't want the young generation to know what's going on. They don't want the young generation to know that these 80s babies is starting to figure out what the hell is going on. So they're using this new age bullshit to try to drown everything else out. You're using this new age bullshit to drown out the real fucking shit. To drown out what's really going on. Y'all know what's up. Y'all know what's up. Make it so bad. These like, excuse my language, but these barrel rollers is in office in our places, on our hills, on our mounds, in our towns, on our land, and in our cities, talk about we can't get down with them. I think it's time for y'all. I think it's time for all y'all federally recognized Cherokee people to come back and reach back out to the people that you know where you came from. All right? This is an example of forgetting where the fuck you came from. That's a perfect example of that. I think it's time for y'all to reach back and come back to us and let us know where the fuck we left off at. It's time for y'all to come back and pick us up where the fuck we left off at. Because a lot of us so-called black people is sitting here looking dumb. We looking stupid, man, still calling ourselves black and voting for people that's not gonna do nothing for us. Why don't y'all come get us, man? We asking for fucking help, bro. Y'all got everything we fucking need. Y'all got the land. Y'all got the paperwork. Y'all got everything we need. But y'all look at us and say that we can't join y'all? That we can't join y'all when we're the originals. We're the fucking originals. Oh, we looking out for the community. I mean, I'm like, no funny shit. Like, I love y'all to death, man. Y'all cool. I see what y'all doing. But, reach back. That's what the fuck I'm saying, yo. Reach back. Reach back. I see what y'all doing, but y'all not reaching back. Why I don't see no Native Americans out here doing the census? I don't see no Native Americans out here doing the census. Everybody else is doing the census, ain't really worried about the census. All right, so let's get some realness going on. This is all I'm saying. Everybody hate each other because everybody's stressed out. Everybody's stressed because they want the truth. Everybody hate each other because they want the truth. You know what would really help, though? If all you Native Americans, if all you so-called Native Americans that's out now, you mixed breeds, I'm a mixed breed too, but you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I'm more Cherokee than anything because I was born here. My mom is from here. All right? Everybody on my mom's side of the family is Cherokee. Period, nigga. Whether they was called black or color, whatever the case may be, they need you. They original dark-skinned people. Where are y'all? Where are y'all at? These new age Nijis, where are y'all at, man? I don't see y'all coming through these communities trying to recruit nobody. Nobody. You think we still want to stay a part of the United States? You think we want to stay on these grounds? I don't think so. I don't think so. So if anybody's trying to make a change or whatever the case may be, it should be y'all. You need to You guys need to pull your pants up, right? Tell this so-called white man that you need some time to go back and scoop your people up out of these red line districts. How about that? And then we can all dwell together. But nah, you let them put us in the projects and call us black and Hispanic and all that type of shit. That's what you do. I'm not coming at y'all. I'm not mad at y'all. I know certain things is not everybody's fault, but there's aboriginals here that don't know that they aboriginals, and we need y'all help recruiting them. Period. We don't see y'all coming through these neighborhoods. The only time I hear about a Native American doing something is when they having a fucking ceremony or when they in the casino. That's the only time I hear about a fucking Native American. Period. Other than that, you don't hear nobody saying, "Oh, well, the dark skinned people, they actually the real people. They come from them." I don't hear y'all people in these tribes, right? Y'all mixed breeds. I'm gonna call y'all mixed breeds. I don't want to say nothing derogatory, but I'm gonna call y'all mixed breeds. I don't see none of y'all mixed breeds coming back trying to recruit us, trying to bring us to where we need to go. I don't see that. I don't see y'all doing none of that. Y'all not doing none of that. Y'all watching everything happen, everything go the fuck down, right? And y'all not doing nothing. Y'all not doing nothing about it. Y'all not doing nothing to get us out of here. I don't see y'all doing anything to get us out of here. Okay, you got this, you got that, and that's it. Y'all good. I mean, you guys can't even tell nobody else how they supposed to recognize their lineage, how they supposed to even get in. It's sad that we even gotta have paperwork, and we got one of the greatest historians out on earth right now already uncovering everything, and you motherfuckers is still telling us that we ain't need you. You motherfuckers is telling us, like, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I called them motherfuckers, man. Them motherfuckers gonna tell me if you ain't got your paperwork, you can't get down with us. That's basically what they said. So you gonna tell me that I can't be something that I am? I can't be something that I am. That's what you telling me. Paper genocide has done a whole lot to our images. A whole lot. A whole lot. Like I said, I can't really speak for everybody that's dark skinned, because I'm a mixed breed myself. But I was born here. Right here. On Turtle Island. This is where I was born. And it wouldn't matter. This is where I was destined to be. Whether if my father was from here, or whether my father was an Aboriginal of America, or whether my father was an Aboriginal of Africa, okay? I was supposed to be here, period. I was supposed to be here. And my ties don't go as far back as way back then, or whatever the case may be. It's a whole different generation. I know who I am. I'll get into all that later though. We focused on the Niji side right now. We focus on this side. See, this type of stuff got me frustrated too, because for one thing, like I said, I'm not African American. I know who I am. I'm not African American. I'm African, and American. It's a difference. The African part, Nigerian and Ghanaian. The American part, straight Native American, straight Aboriginal, copper colored. I'm a copper colored individual, straight from this land. My mom is a copper colored individual, straight from this land. My grandma, straight from this land. My great grandma, straight from this land. Other than that, everything else is schoolwork. Everything else is school bull crap. About where we came from and all that. It makes me so mad. It makes me so mad, yo. It's disturbing. It's disturbing. And this whole time I'm the fucking Indian. That shit makes me so mad, yo. To know that this whole time motherfuckers is hooting and hollering and dressing up funny on fucking on TV and shit. Cause they making fun of me. They making fun of my people. They making fun of my people. Period. You see this nose? You see this nose? That's not an African nose. I got African traits, truth be told. But this isn't an African nose. My sister took on that trait. This is my mom's nose. Mainly my own nose. But the traits of this nose come from my mother. I don't want to make this video too long. But my thing is, point blank period, we gotta stop with the belly aching. We got to. I mean, if you're gonna use those words, okay, cool, whatever, but you know what I'm saying, just use those words loosely. You know what I'm saying? You gotta use those terms loosely. You got to. And when I say loosely, I mean don't use it too tough. Period. That's all I'm saying. Y'all like, comment, subscribe. I'll probably upload a video in 2 days, I guess, or maybe a whole nother month. Depends on how I feel. Like I said, I don't really post things like that too often, but you know, share this video. Hopefully I can get some traffic and maybe we can get something going. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I can get monetized or whatever, but until then, you know, I'm just going to work slowly. I'm going to do what it takes. And I'm going to keep on, you know, I'm going to do my best to, you know, to keep on trying to deliver the truth to you the best way I can. Other than that, that's it. Shalom. Peace.